Hey everybody, today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make these super cute triangle C-clip rainbow loom earrings. These are pretty easy to make and I think they are very cool and interesting and unique. I'd also like to mention that I've come up with several different ideas for how to decorate these, just make these look a little bit cooler. So those videos will be out after this video. So this video is basically just like a basic instructions on how to make the triangle and attach the hook earring part. And then I'll have some videos posted in the next few days about how to make these look cooler and stuff. So this video is just like the basic beginners how to do this, so be on the lookout for those videos when they come out. But without further ado, let's just get right into the supplies you'll need to make these earrings. You will need rubber bands, 20 rubber bands, because you will need 10 rubber bands for each triangle. I'm just going to be using these neon yellow ones. You will need C-clips. You need 18 C-clips per triangle. And then for jewelry hardware, you will need 2 bigger jump rings, 2 smaller jump rings, and 2 earring hooks. You only need the smaller jump rings if your earring hooks have a loop that faces like the same way that the actual hook does. Basically, the reason why we're adding this extra jump ring on there is so that the triangle doesn't hang sideways, if that makes sense. I'll explain it better when we actually get to that part. And then you will need some sort of jewelry pliers that you can use for the jump rings. I'm just using these two. I don't know if they have any specific names or anything, but this is what they look like. So the first thing we're going to do to make the triangle is just take a rubber band and a C-clip and put the rubber band in the C-clip, twist your band, and put it back in the C-clip to create a cap band. So now you should have something just like this. And now we're going to add a second C-clip to this band. Sorry if you can hear the children screaming in the background. The neighbors' kids are always out there doing that, so that is very fun. Okay, so when I make these earrings, I like to have the C-clips facing up, which is the back of the earrings. I just wanted to point that out real quick. So you just want to have both of your C-clips facing up, like the openings facing up. And then you want to put a rubber band in one of the C-clips, twist it and put it back in that C-clip to make a cap band. Now you're going to go to your second C-clip here and do the same thing. Just put a rubber band in there, twist it, put it back in there to create a cap band. So this is what it should look like now. Now we're going to put a C-clip on either of these two bands and then attach it to the other band so that these two bands are connected. So I'm just going to put this on there and then attach it to the other one. So now you should have something that looks like this. Now we're going to put 2 C-clips on this band and 2 C-clips on this band. Okay, so now you should have something like this. These 2 bands just have 2 C-clips on each of them. We're gonna go to our first C-clip and put a rubber band on there, twist it, put it back in there to create a cap band. Now we're gonna go to our second C-clip and put a rubber band on there, twist it, put it back in there. Instead of just leaving it like that, we're gonna go to our third C-clip and attach that to the second band. Now we're gonna go to our fourth C-clip and put a cap band on. So now you should have something like this. These 2 bands are just kind of off crazy to the side, and then this one band in the middle is being held by these 2 C-clips. But now we're gonna put 2 C-clips on whichever band we want. Well, a C-clip on one band and then another band. Anyways, put a C-clip on a band and then attach that C-clip to the next band, and then attach a C-clip to another band, and then put that C-clip on another band. I know that the way that I describe that is really bad, but basically I just have a C-clip right here attaching these 2 bands together and a C-clip right here attaching these 2 bands together. Now I'm going to put 2 C-clips on each band. Okay, so now you should have 2 C-clips on each of these bottom bands. So we're gonna go to our first C-clip. Also, when I number these, you can start this one as the first one or this one, it doesn't matter because it's like a mirror image, it's the same on both sides. Anyways, you're going to figure out which one you want to be your first C-clip. And you're just going to put a band on that, just like you normally would. Now you're gonna go to your second C-clip and put a band on there. But now we're gonna go to our third C-clip and attach it to the second band. Then we're gonna go to our fourth C-clip, put a band on there. And then attach our fifth C-clip to the fourth cap band, or the third cap band, I mean. And now we're gonna go to our sixth and last C-clip and attach our fourth cap band. So this is what you should have so far. Now you're going to need 3 C-clips and attach this band to this band, this band to this band, this band to this band. So you can put each of these clips on any of the bands, it doesn't matter. So I'm just going to put this one on here and then attach it to here. I know that this looks really weird, but I will show you a better idea of what I'm doing. So I'm just going to attach this to one of these bottom bands here. I just like pull on this and grab that up tight, and then I grab this band and I just pull it until I can put it into that cap band. It sounds pretty confusing, but there's definitely other ways you can do it. Basically, just attach C-clips in between these bands so that these bands are together. So now you have your triangle here. It is super confusing to explain, I feel like, but if you can actually just look at it, I feel like it's pretty self-explanatory. Basically, you just have one band that has 2 C-clips going down to 2 bands with a C-clip holding those 2 together. Then those 2 have 4 C-clips between the 2 of them, like there's 2 on each, holding one band here, one band here, one band in the middle. And then those 2 bands, those 3 bands are attached, and then so on and so forth. It's hard to tell on camera. Maybe one of the other ones would seem better. Yeah, you can kind of see it there. Yeah, I'm sorry that this is a really bad tutorial. These are just confusing to make, I guess. The first time you make them, you might get pretty confused, but after you've made one of them, it's super, super easy, and you can just look at the first one you made and you'll know exactly how to do it. Super easy, it's just kind of confusing at first. Now we have our small jump ring, our bigger jump ring, and our earring hook. I don't know the exact size of each of these, but I guess it doesn't really matter, honestly. You can use whatever size you want. You could use the same size jump rings if you wanted. I just am using a small one and a bigger one because that's what I have, but it doesn't really matter what size it is as long as the jump ring can fit over the bands, like it can hold the bands. I don't know what I'm saying, but anyways, let's just open up the tiny jump ring. Okay, so I opened up the tiny jump ring. Now I'm just going to put earring hook in the tiny jump ring, and now I'm going to close up the tiny jump ring. Now you should just have something like this. Can't really see it on there, but the jump ring is on there. I'll show you guys why I even put the jump ring on there. So if I were just to take this and attach this on there, because of the way this jump ring would face, it would end up like this, and that's not what I want. I want it to end up like this, so that this part is facing the front instead of the side. So honestly, you don't even need that second jump ring if you are okay with it facing to the side. Now I'm gonna take the jump ring that's a bit bigger, and I'm going to open that up. And then you want to pick one of the corners, this one, this one, this one. You could even put it on any of the other bands, honestly, but I think I'm going to do this one. Sometimes this part is a bit tricky. Now I'm gonna put my earring hook on there, and I'm gonna make sure that it's on there the right way so that it's not backwards, basically. Even if you make this and it ends up backwards, it's okay. You can undo the jump ring and just put it on the right way. And now I'm going to close this jump ring. And now you just have the basic design of this earring. Now, as I said in the beginning of this video, I'm gonna have a few videos coming out after this one that just shows a few different ways to decorate these, basically. So this video was just like the starter basic. Watch this first and then you can add some other stuff to it. So make sure to check out those videos. Those will be up right after this video within a few days. I think that's what I'm planning on, at least. If you guys come up with any cool ways to decorate these or spice these up, show me on Instagram. If it is something that I can recreate, then I'll probably do a video on it and I'll give you a shout out and everything. Like, I'll give you the credit for the decorative design of whatever you'd like to do with this base, basically. Other than that, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.